I am just linking up on Facebook. Happy Tuesday to everybody. So I had this crazy thing happen yesterday. In the middle of the afternoon, I was advised by Spirit to drink some coffee. Today we are on lesson 173. And I know that drinking coffee at 1 in the afternoon means that I'm going to be up. It's going to be a late night. So I drink the coffee at the advice of Spirit because there's really only one other time when this happened. And I was like, all right, let's see what this is about. Many years ago, I was told to drink coffee. And you gotta understand, I'm not a coffee drinker. Hi, good morning. So I drank this coffee yesterday, and I am like wide awake into the wee hours of the night. And all of a sudden at 3 in the morning, I get a message from a childhood friend who, I see him on Facebook. We were neighbors when we were young, but he reaches out and he goes, I just got woken up from a dream. And he said, and this has been happening lately, where I was somewhere else, like not Earth, reading some other languages. And he said, and I knew what was going on. He said, and then I thought of you. And like we'd never private messaged, and I was like, his name is John, and I said, I just, it's 3 in the morning, I'm delirious, my body wants to go to sleep, but like my mind is racing from the caffeine, and it was really cool because I just downloaded all this information from Spirit right to him, and it was just really, really cool to catch up with him. And I said, sometimes we're told that people are watching, and they may not come out and tell you that they're watching, but everybody's watching. So I said, I drank coffee. I was told to be awake. And he's like, I'm so glad you're here. He goes, I was kind of freaked out about it. I didn't know what to do. So we chatted for a bit. And then I said, look, it's now 3:33 in the morning. I've got to go to bed. And he said, thank you for drinking that coffee. It was just the sweetest thing. So it's just more of the lesson of, you never know when Spirit is going to need you for something. You never know how Spirit is going to use you. But I gave him some instructions, and I said, look, if between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., it's the most intense night of the there's hours of light and hours of darkness, the night forces and the day forces. And day forces go from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is why everybody does high tea at 4 p.m. And the night forces go from 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. And believe it or not, the statistics are that the most murders occur between 3 and 4 a.m. And it's like the night forces are trying to get their quotas before the night is over. So it was just really fascinating to talk to him and to be able to be of service. So you just never know. You just never know. Anyway, all right, today we have lesson 173. And lesson 173 is part of this review, and we're reviewing lessons 155 and 156. And the overarching review is God is but love, and therefore so am I. And lesson 155 says, I will step back and let him lead the way. God is but love, and therefore so am I. And then 156 says, I walk with God in perfect holiness. God is but love, and therefore so am I. Hey, Lorianne, thank you so much. Yeah, it was really, good morning, my love. It was really cool to be able to be there for someone. And, we caught up on we were teenagers together. So we caught up on 45 years in this little half an hour chat of life. Anyway, so one of the conclusions that I drew out of that is that, we are meant to be happy. We are absolutely meant to be happy. He was having some concern about, some of his relationships. And I said, the most important thing in life is to be happy, So it was really beautiful. Anyway, God is but love, and therefore so am I. Yeah, it is about stepping back and letting God lead the way. I walk with God in perfect holiness. All right. Let me bring Magdalene through. Yeah. Happy, happy, happy. Do what makes you happy, man. I think that's kind of like our prime directive. All right. So let me bring through our beloved Magdalene. Oh, look at this gorgeous necklace. I wore this for a wedding that I recently did. And these beautiful stones. I have this precious friend named Lynn LaBorde, and she makes this jewelry. And some days I dress for my jewelry, and I wanted to wear purple jewelry today. So that was what today was about. All right, here we go. Going in. See y'all in a bit. Greetings, beloveds. Beloveds, when you make the conscious decision to walk the path that God has laid out for you, when you make the conscious choice to allow God to be the voice of reason, to be the whisper, when you reach out to the Holy Spirit and say, please tell me the next step to take, please tell me how to respond in any situation. It is done so from a perspective of love, a greater perspective of where it is that you are going and what it is that you are doing. When choices and decisions are made from the lower echelons, if you will, of the unconscious and the subconscious realms, you are coming from a place of reaction based on situations that have occurred in which you say, this is like what happened before, this is what happened another time, and therefore, this is the best decision for me to make. However, beloveds, choices and decisions that are made for the path that you walk that come from reaction rather than proactivity, that come from the egoic mind and the decisions that have been based on pain and fear and loss, have an effect of delaying you from God's chosen path, the path that was granted to you for the journey that you are upon. And beloveds, you will find yourself at times stalling from going in the direction that would serve your highest good. Understand that any path that you take will indeed bring you to God. It's just that there are the paths that will get you there with less of the ups and the downs, more of a lighted path. If you say, Holy Spirit, help me to discern what to do in this circumstance. Help me to understand what it is that I feel. Help me to know what it is I am to do and where it is I am to go. And this indeed allows you, beloved one, to walk the path of love, to walk the path of happiness. You're choosing to let the Holy Spirit lead the way for you. When you make this choice, beloved, you find that there is an ease in your step. There are unforeseen matters that will come to assist you. There are signs indeed along the way, and you become an embodiment of the Christ minded energy, where you think in alignment with the mind of Christ, and the actions that you take and the words that you speak, how it is that you treat both yourselves and others, are in alignment with the flow of love. Otherwise, you will find yourselves, beloveds, at odds, at odds with yourself, at odds with your heart, at odds with your mind, at odds with your truth. Allow yourself to step into the realm of asking for guidance and asking for assistance. And what am I meant to do? How am I meant to respond in a way that comes from the purest of hearts and the purest of love? for when you relegate yourself, when you choose consciously to be along the pathway of love, pathway of truth. You will not allow yourself to be thwarted by anything that would keep you from achieving that which you desire. And that which you desire truly in your hearts, beloveds, is a gift that has been granted to you from God. Your heart's desire is a seed that has been planted within you for you to love and for you to nurture. And when you feel that you do not have enough sunlight, or when you feel that you do not have enough water, you have a resource, beloved, that is the Holy Spirit, and you say, please help me. This feels depleted. This needs more light. This needs more love. This needs more watering. And the Holy Spirit comes and says, I have an endless supply to give you. I have an endless supply of love to grant you. And you are reminded, beloveds, of the truth of you, that you are indeed, as God created you, fulfilling promises that were made, promises that are being kept, to love as richly and fully and purely as you can. What has felt like obligation to you becomes freedom, beloveds. And you listen to your heart. And you follow the light, for the light will light you along the way, the pathway, the way of God, the way of love. And if you find yourself where you think you do not want to be, look and see what that moment holds for you. What are you meant to learn? And how are you meant to share all that you know with others? How can you be of the greatest service to yourself, to mankind, to humankind, to universe kind, to galaxy kind? There are indeed events that are coming, beloveds, that will alter what you have always known to be the safety of the world inside of this egoic structure. One moment, please. Know, beloveds, that you are indeed always safe. Know that there is nothing that can disturb your peace when you have allowed the strength of God to come into your heart. Know that he who claims a relationship with God is claiming a relationship with self. Allow the presence of love to be with you always, beloved ones. And have that sure and certain knowledge that you are indeed on the path. And should you veer off, know that there is always support. Know that there is always guidance to say, beloved one, what if you took the path to the right rather than the path to the left? And where would that lead you? Ah, yes, it would lead you to a sense of freedom and a sense of peace and a sense of happiness and a sense of joy that you truly have desired. So go today, beloved ones. Be happy. Know that you are indeed walking along the path. If you are here listening, you have been drawn here by your own soul. If you find yourself drawn to this course, if you find yourself engaged in these lessons, know that you have our assistance with you always. And you need only call out to us and allow us to guide you on the pathway back to the kingdom. We love you and we send you our blessings always, beloved ones. And we will speak with you again. Thank you all so much for coming. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Much love, everybody. Have a great day.